Welcome back to Let's Play Soma, for what may be the final part. We'll also put saturation and brightness down. The brightness was only increased by 5, put it back to 0, and decreased the contrast a bit, because it makes the brighter bits look too bright. I feel like this game hasn't really been as dark as it was back in Upsilon now. So it feels like there's at least enough light to be able to see what we're supposed to be looking at here, you know? Now that looks like the space gun. That's the chair, but let's have a look around here first. Oh, I bet this is how that person... I'm not sure if that even found the entry, but apparently one of the characters that was stationed here was like, you know what? This is all depressing and all that shit. So you know what? I'm gonna climb all the way up here to get to the surface and die there. That's basically what this one person did. Unfortunately, we can't do the same. It'd be cool if we could just go up to the surface. That'd be a cool conclusion. But no, the Ark is more important. I mean, it'd be a hell of a trek up there, wouldn't it?
Oh, I'll never get used to that.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this is over.
Right. Have a seat.
That was a bit of an awkward way again to the...
Comfortable?
As good as it's gonna get.
Okay, I'll activate the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you assembled.
How do you operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
It feels like we're playing a different game now, doesn't it? It's like, whoa. So we're basically controlling the crane here. I forget where we take it to. And that's the space gun right there, clearly. There we go.
There we go.
To the stars!
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
Just push the button, and the game will be concluded. Our mission, our objective all along.
What are you waiting for?
Just bracing myself.
Well, push the button when you're done.
Yeah, I'm just reflecting. It's like, so we went from Simon 1 to Simon 2, then we left Simon 2 alive back at Omicron.
You okay?
Yeah. It's just crazy thinking about what we're doing. Ditching Earth.
Boggles your mind, doesn't it?
Yeah. Which, you know, now that I think about it, it's kind of fucked up. We left Simon 2 there all alone. Now we are Simon 3. We're going to launch the Ark to the stars.
Come on, Simon, let's get going. Push the button.
Deep breaths, Catherine. Soon we'll be among the stars.
Let's hope so.
Deep breath. She's freaking stuck in a freaking Omnitool thing. Got anything else to say? Any other words? Deep breaths. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Here we go. No turning back.
Thank an amazing thing you did. And I want you to know I appreciate it.
Time, 20 seconds.
What's the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth in the future.
Yeah, come on, get on it, man. So it's Catherine. I mean, the scan was already
10 seconds.
so
9,
unless this is uploading a current
7, 6,
with a
You gotta be kidding me!
4, 3,
Come on, load!
2,
Yes! Fuck yeah, we made it! Woo!
yeah.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Catherine? Catherine?
I'm here.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen. You know why we're here. You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You lost the coin toss. We both did. Just like Simon at Omicron, just like the man who died in Toronto 100 years ago.
This is bullshit. We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survives, that something lives on.
No. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck you, Catherine. You lied. And I believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're getting on the fucking Ark.
We are on the Ark, you idiot! I didn't lie. I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance.
Fuck! Catherine? Please don't leave me alone. Catherine? Catherine?
It's even worse because the power went with it as well. That's how it ends. Honestly, Simon. Well, he was clearly just. He probably might have been. At the same time, though, I don't know. But it was obvious, you know. It's like Simon too got left back at Omicron. There was no coin flip. It's just copy and paste. And like Catherine said, the legacy scans, which Simon was one of, were apparently less, detailed advance. So that's probably might explain why Simon is like so blind to it. Either that, or he was simply lying to himself the whole time, thinking, you know what, he'll be transferred to the Ark and everything will be all well and good, and he won't be left at the bottom of the ocean. But of course, that's not what happened, is it? Well, actually, yeah, he got stuck at the bottom of the ocean. That's what happens. But he also had, prior to that, he also had the brain damage. So it's kind of weird, though, isn't it? Simon's like, they're not us. They're not us. Just like, well, Simon 2 would be saying the same about you, Simon 3. And Simon 1 would be like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is, because he died nearly 100 years prior. And had no idea that his brain scan would lead to his consciousness being like kind of, living on in such a scenario. But yeah, that's Soma for you. So it leaves you wondering though, what does Simon do after that? Just remove his helmet and die? Could he make his way up the space gun maybe? Could he get back to Simon 2 and be like, hey Simon 2, I'm Simon 3. We're the last conscious ones here, especially now that you destroyed the WoW. So you can't even go sit in there and have the illusions of the WoW, like keeping them alive and shit, or even try to talk to the other people that were only alive because of the WoW. So yeah, that's even more bleak, really, when you think about it, isn't it? I mean, how would Simon die? I mean, can he die? He's not technically immortal. He's just a brain scan in a body with, like, some machine parts. It's like that whale would potentially kill him. So, I don't know. Mindfuck.
Whoa. Is this... Did it work?
We're on the motherfucking ark, so Simon 4 now. Like, hahaha. Sucks to be Simon 3 stuck at the bottom of the ocean. It sucks even worse, maybe. Well, let's think about it. Who got the shittiest deal here? Simon 2 or 3? That is the question. Simon 3 is at the bottom of the ocean now. Stranded. He hasn't even got Catherine to talk to anymore because the whole thing just like short-circuited and went poof, destroyed all the power. Or Simon 2, who eventually will wake up back at Omicron and, you know, might be stuck in that room now that I think about it, because the only way we were able to get access through the doors was via Catherine, so really should have just like mercy killed Simon 2, really, because yeah, that's bleak as fuck. At least with Simon 3, you know, as like, if you were to, you know, just like be like, okay, fuck this shit and kill themselves, they'd have a way of doing that, because you know, he's at the bottom of the ocean. You come across one of those WoW-infected whales and be like, eat me, motherfucker! You know, while they're still alive, I guess. You know, as opposed to Simon 2, who God knows how they'd be able to do that. That's a horror show, man. A bit strange, don't you think, that the arc scan leads to this weird ass area? It's like, where the fuck are we? Still at the bottom of the ocean? Or are we just in a cave? I mean, you don't have the flashlight anymore because, you know, this is Simon 4 and we're on the ark. Now this is a lot more like it, isn't it? But you gotta wonder, you know? Simon 3's consciousness got, well, scanned, got memories and all that. It's a nice place you got here. Got uploaded to the ark. But will Simon 4, you know, kind of after some time go crazy because he's like, wait a minute. This is all artificial though. It's not real! Looks nice though. It's got some nice music. Some nice ambience. Waterfalls, man! Beautiful, blah 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 blah. Now here's a thought though, the scans in this artificial world here. Are they immortal? Do they age? Do they need to eat, drink, anything? Because that's a real thing when you think about it. Wouldn't that just cause everyone to inevitably just completely go insane at some point? At least it feels like that would be the case, at least for some of them. Like Simon, he definitely would. But then again, he was so oblivious the whole time to the implications of, you know, transferring the scan. So, maybe he wouldn't even notice. So we're technically in space, really, aren't we? Now that the Ark has been launched. Some nice flowers. I mean, how was this art created? I mean, we know Catherine like made and all that, made this artificial world. How did she go about designing it? Like the whole ecosystem and whatnot. Did she put any artificial creatures in here as well? Like animals? Because if it's just the Paphos crew and nothing else, even if the place looks nice, wouldn't that kind of be a bit grim in itself? Like, oh, it's all lovely and all that, but it's just a backdrop. There's nothing here. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to see a deer like running around along in the background? It'd be nice. Welcome. If you are reading this, you have successfully entered the Ark. This survey is designed to give the developers a better understanding of the subject that you have experienced and how to improve your well-being. Please continue with the survey. This is exactly the same question we got back at Theta. But now, from the perspective of Simon 4, who is on the Ark. So, like, when I first played the game, I, like, picked choices just like... I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, really, probably. It's less a question for Simon, the character, and more for the players. Like, how does this make you feel? Or maybe not. But I'm gonna go from Simon 4's perspective. So it's just like Simon breaks down immediately. He's like, "He's fake, no longer a real person. This is all fake." Ah! But no, let's assume that Simon 4 is just as oblivious as all the other Simons. So he feels invigorated and a better version of himself. How would you describe your mental condition? Well, you look at how Simon's been through the whole game. He's felt like he was the real Simon all along, even though he never was. The real Simon died like nearly a century prior, like a whole 100 years almost. So he would probably feel numb. How would you describe your senses? Probably feels normal. How would you describe the sensation of your new condition? I mean, all these other answers pretty much lead to the same thing. I don't like it. Something's wrong. It's disconcerting. Everything feels constructed. Depressing. I can't shake the feeling of it all being fake. I mean, that could be a subconscious right there, that. But it's like, you'd be like, no, it's pleasant. Are you troubled by the fact that you are no longer strictly human? Some interesting answers that he can give you. He feels fine, or he feels like he's lost himself, or he mourns his previous existence, or he doesn't care as long as he gets to carry on. I'm gonna go with no, I feel fine, because he's still kind of, he's lying to himself. He thinks that he's the same Simon this whole time. How do you perceive your new existence? Oh, he definitely would go with number one. What are the other options? New chapter, it's like being born all over again, it's something completely different, and how it's like... Nope, we definitely going to answer one on that. Do you think this new existence will be a life worth living? It's like when I played the game the first time, and like I said, the only other time, I went with choices like, I don't know, it's just like, it was either 3 or 4 that I went with. I basically picked the choices like, be like, no man, it's It's not real, damn it! But what choice would he go with? I think he, like, because, like, he's the answering yes just as much as my previous life. That implies just, like, he's thinking, you know, that he's no longer himself, implying that. So he'd probably be like, maybe we can find a new sense of meaning in this world. I mean, that's what he did in the previous one. Would you rather be removed from the project and accept death? And that is a question. Actually, come to think of it, did we get that question back on Omicron as well? Well, no, Omicron Theta. Was this the exact same survey or was it a little different? I can't remember this question. I think I picked this choice when I first played the game and... No, Simon's gonna be in denial. He's picking a lot of answer 1 there. Your answers have been saved by participating in the art team. We don't get to see what the results are on that one though. Where's the glorious music? Now imagine if that music was actually playing for Simon. Simon would be like, what the heck? He'd be like, this isn't real! Ah! It's like, no, Catherine, you fucked up. Don't have music play in the background randomly, because I'll just, like, make it... them all realize that this world is not real. It's a pleasant place though, isn't it? Just like, think about it, this whole game we've been stuck in a dark, shitty ass place. You know, except for the intro that took place in Canada, but that was like, we barely saw anything. We just saw his apartment and some building, that was it really, and there was, you know, a train, but that was it. We haven't really seen anything like this in the game. Everything's just been dark and shitty. And now everything looks all pleasant. Take in view, Simon 4. So what is? Yeah, it feels like the setting for one of those walking simulator games, isn't it? Just like nice graphics and entirely story based with no gameplay. There's Catherine, and I guess that's where everyone's going to be living. I mean, spoilers, that is Catherine over there. It's kind of to be expected. But the clothes she's wearing, it just like feels like, are we going to have like a Street Fighter fight or something?
Catherine? Catherine! I can't believe we actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
Just don't think of
It's okay,
Simon
Simon.
2 and 3.
Everything's all right now.
Oh, now we're gonna see how the Earth is looking. Man, look at that dust cloud, man. Yeah, that surface is fucked. And all the fires. But some life may have survived there. Probably no people though. Although you never know. So they probably shared a greeting hug there. Meeting for the very first time, technically. In the physical form. This just makes me think of Dragon Heart, so I play that. Like, to the stars. And now Catherine's face once again appears on the screen. I mean, it spoiled it in the first part because it remained that way after I beat the game the first time. So, yeah, but it becomes like that after you beat the game. But what to say, man, this is one of those games that leaves you asking questions of this, like, what does it mean to be alive and whatnot. It is an interesting game. It's got a nice story. The gameplay is a bit could have been a bit better, but it was alright. The story was the most important thing in the game. Some of the sound design I liked. Not too fond of the game over sound, where it's like I hate when horror games do that, because it's just obnoxious sound. And they could have had something, you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know what kind of sound you'd have for a game over that isn't, like in a horror game, that isn't, you know, like, loud and in your face. I mean, with the atmosphere and the tone of the game, they could have just had like a gloomy, kind of sad, melancholic sounds for, you know, a game over. I don't know. I mean, what else is there to say? It's, and I called it as well. It's like, yeah, this LP would probably be like possibly 20 parts or so, but definitely not 30 parts. I'd estimated it correctly. It's about the length of a Silent Hill game, except in actual fact, it's shorter than the average Silent Hill game. Like, what's the average Silent Hill game? I'm thinking like, you know, Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 to be exact. Like, when I LP'd those games, it definitely went over for like over 20 parts, but didn't reach 30 parts. But anyways, I guess I'm gonna have to have an after LP talk for this. I'm not sure what I'll do for the after LP talk. It's just like, you know, always have like, it's always structured where it's just like, okay, a cat from the game has to appear in the after LP talk. And it's probably gonna be Simon, because I don't know how the hell I'd write Catherine's character into it. I mean, it feels like Simon would be an easy one to add into that with his, you know, he's a lot more simple-minded. But Catherine's a bit more, you know, business-focused. It's just like, let's get this ark launched into space so humanity has a chance of preserving itself. It will be artificial, but it's all they got. You know, it bugs me that Simon didn't tell her about Lindwall. Just like, oh, by the way, there was actually a survivor. It's like, wow, really? It's like, oh yeah, and they cut off the life support for her. He's like, why the fuck would you do that? Well, she asked. Couldn't leave her in that state. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this interruption. Literally, right at the very last second, I was just seconds away from saying, oh yeah, I hope you enjoyed this LP, and that's all. The after LP talk. Just get interruption as I'm about to say that. Oh yeah. Good atmospheric game with a great story. Yeah, what else is there to say? Interesting concepts. You know, I wonder if they could maybe like make another game similar to this. maybe like, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's one other thing. I haven't actually seen it. Apparently it's been uploaded to YouTube. There's like dialogue that wasn't used in the game because it was removed, from what I can tell, because I haven't actually watched the video itself. But apparently that scene at the end where he meets Catherine was apparently supposed to go on longer. But from what I'm assuming here, from what I've seen of people comments, is reason why it was probably removed is because of how awkward the character models were when talking. So I mean, that's understandable. The one character model in the entire game that we really saw talk was Lindblom, and her character model was alright. Really had that awkwardness to her when she was talking. It was like, yeah, not their strongest point, frictional games, when it comes to, you know, character models. They can like create an atmosphere, but character models aren't really their thing. They can create monsters and all that, but normal people, it's a bit difficult. And then again, there was also Munchie, he was the other one, and those people that were on the train. Those are the only character models in the game that weren't robots or some kind of WoW-infested monstrosity. But anyways, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this LP. And on with the After LP talk. Peace out.
Hello and welcome to the After LP talk. Well, this was a pretty interesting game, wasn't it, guys?
Yeah, it had a great story. But, you know, they really should have paid that damn electricity bill.
I don't think paying such a bill would be possible given the game takes place after an apocalypse event. But I do agree, it was a great story.
Indeed it was. But, aside from the great story, what did you guys think of everything else, you know, like the gameplay?
Yeah, it was a bit repetitive in the monster attack. But, it was alright.
The monsters could be a pain at times, but I guess that's kind of the point, isn't it? I also think the game could have had a few more puzzles where you use objects in the environment to solve things.
Yeah, that would have been pretty neat to have some more, you know, the physics-based stuff. That would have been neat.
Yeah, but with that said, I think the puzzles in the game were pretty decent. Some of them even added to the story in interesting ways.
And how about those optional choices in the game, like leaving Simon behind or ending his life?
Yeah, those moments, well, have no impact on the game itself. Yeah, they were pretty tough.
I guess they kinda add to the overall theme. But, you know, none of those choices really matter in the end.
Well, that's all down to if the player was there, use their imagination to think of the implications of choices made.
Yeah, like, imagine how Simon Tim must feel when he wakes up after being left behind. Now that's horrifying right there.
He'd be left on his own, like a rainbow in the dark.
Oh yeah, that's a reference Bruce Scullrang 87 was gonna make, but he forgot. That's always typical, isn't it? That song kind of fits Simon pretty well.
Well, aside from Dio's usual lyrics about magic and stuff like that, the song does fit pretty well.
Should have been the credits music.
Now that would have been pretty surreal to hear a Ron James Dio song in a game like this. Whoa, and that'd be the most weirdest thing about the whole game. But anyways, it's time to introduce our guest for this After LP talk. So please welcome to the show, Simon Jarrett.
Hi.
So which one is this? Simon 1, 2, 3, or 4?
What are you talking about? I'm Simon! Oh, don't mind him. He tends to wind up guests on that show more often than not. I see.
So, Simon, how are you? How's life on the Ark?
I feel great. Watching the Ark really was a great achievement. Life on the Ark has been pretty good.
I see. And what did you think of the game?
The game? What game? What are you talking about?
I mean, your journey to going from Toronto to the future and then the Ark and stuff.
That's what you mean. A bit oddly worded there. The journey was tough with many obstacles to face. but it all led to getting to the Ark. So I think it was a great journey in the end.
I see. So, what did you think of the story of the journey? You know, like meeting Catherine and the bird chirping. Sorry about that. He does that a lot. Oh, she, I don't know what gender it is, but it doesn't matter. On all the questions about what it would mean to be human, you know, stuff like that.
Catherine. Well, we had some moments where we got mad at each other, but now on the Ark, all is well. And there's other questions. Well, I'm Simon. Isn't that all that really needs to be said? I'm alive. I'm human.
Sure, if scans count.
Oh boy, there we go. Goes again. What did he just say? Look, I might be a scan uploaded by the wild, but I'm still Simon.
Simon 4, to be exact.
Okay, I think we should wrap this up after I talk up, you know, before the Simon existential crisis or something.
What are you talking about? I don't get you guys. Could have worded that a bit better there, Echo.
May we ever help you sleep at night? But, you know, that is assuming that you sleep on the Ark.
Fuck you! You're just full of shit!
Whoa, well, let's keep it PG with the language, guys. Despite the fact the LP isn't very PG, just Blue Shield right near the sentence with, but still, gotta keep it PG here, guys.
Well, you put your arm in those weird, wow, butthole things. So I'm sure you know all about shit.
Shut up! That's not what those things were! Simon, why are you getting so worked up? Come back to the Ark already.
Hey, it's Catherine. Hi, Catherine.
Oh, yes, hi. Sorry if Simon got a bit worked up here. He doesn't like when anyone talks about stuff like that. Kath, sorry, I just kinda got a bit angry there. I return to the Ark now. Again, sorry about that. Goodbye.
Oh, wait, can we have your thoughts on the game, too?
Oh, sure. It was a pretty interesting game. The story was very good, and the gameplay, while a little lacking in some ways, was pretty decent. How come you're talking about the game like that while Simon acted all confused? Oh, that. Well, I thought it was pretty obvious. Simon's scan was a much earlier version, so you can't understand that he was in a video game.
Man, that's deep. Does that mean that all the other video game characters you've had on the show are also all aware that they are video game characters?
Well, you too are a video game character. It's just a script that Blue Skull Dragon 87 writes about where you guys talk about the game.
Oh. But wait, that means that we're just characters too?
I thought that had been established before, remember?
Yeah. I guess so.
It's a bit weird when you think about it like that, isn't it? But anyways, I have to go back to the Ark. Bye.
So, this is a pretty odd after-hour talk, guys, wasn't it?
Well, aside from the questions being interesting, it was a fairly standard after-hour talk.
I guess so. Meeting the evil blackboard and knowing one of our guests, that always tends to happen.
Who cares anyway? I'm out of here. See you in the next after-hour talk. All that old crap.
As vulgar as ever there, evil blackboard. Well, I'll see you in the next one too. Later.
And so with that, we hope you enjoyed this LP. It was a relatively short one compared to a lot of the more longer LPs on this channel, but I hope you enjoyed it. That's all for this After LP Talk. See you in the next one. Peace out.